Year 5-6 method for subtraction now. So by Year 5-6, the children are using the formal column subtraction method, so probably the one that you're used to seeing yourselves. In Year 3 and Year 4, they've been introduced to the very basics of the method, built up their place value knowledge and why the method works. And in Year 5-6, they're doing a more compact version, the version that you'll be used to seeing. So by Year 5-6, they're working with 5, maybe 6-digit numbers. So let's go with something like let's do something where we need to exchange. So if we do something like 6,000, let's have a 5-digit, let's have a 64,321. And take away, let's say, a 4-digit, perhaps 7,543. Again, when we get to 5-6, no need to be partitioning that number, blowing it up into the thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. It's not needed. By this age, their place value knowledge should be secure enough from years 3 and 4 that we can just do the more compact method. Obviously with larger numbers, that would take up quite a lot of space in their workbooks as well. So we're just going for short and simple now. So we do want to place the numbers under the place value heading still. So tens of thousands, thousands, hundreds, tens and ones. And this will support the children to line up their calculations correctly. So we can see in this number we have 6 10,000s. We have 4 thousands, 3 hundreds, 2 tens, and 1 1. And then directly underneath, we're going to line up our 7,543. Biggest error here, of course, being that they'll line up the 7 in this tens of thousands column, when actually that 7-digit is showing us 7,000s. They'll automatically want to line up from the left and not the right. So just watch out for that as a misconception that might arise. So instead, we have 7,543. Just to support them lining up, you might want to put your place value headings over the top, and that can support lining up in the columns here. Or you could line up from the right, so the 3 first, then the 4, then the 5, then the 7, working from the right to the left. So we're doing a subtraction. We have 1 1, take away 3 ones. Obviously, it cannot be done. If I have 1, I can't take 3 from it. So we're going to go into our tens column and we're going to exchange. And it's important that we're using the language exchange rather than borrow. Borrow suggests that we are going to give it back again, which we're not. So the language we use in the children is we're going to exchange. We're going to take one of those tens, so there'll only be 1 left over there, and we're going to exchange it for 10 ones. 10 ones and the one that we already have, of course, is 11 ones. Now I can take the 3 ones and I'll have 8 ones remaining. Into my tens column then, I now only have 1 10 left, and I'm trying to take 4 tens, which I cannot do. So I'm going to come into my hundreds, take one of those, so I only have 2 hundreds left in my hundreds column here. I'll take one of those hundreds and exchange it for 10 tens. Gives me 11 tens with the one I already had. 11 tens then, take away 4 tens, is of course 7 tens. Same again here, 2 hundreds, take away 5 hundreds, cannot do. I'm going to exchange one of those thousands for 10 hundreds. 12, take 5 then, 12 hundreds, sorry, take 5 hundreds. And important we use the language so that they recognise this isn't actually a 12, it is 12 hundreds. And this isn't a 5, it is 5 hundreds. 12 hundreds take 5 hundreds then is 7 hundreds. And again, 3 thousands take 7 thousands, can't be done. I'm going to exchange one of the 10 thousands for 10 thousands. I now have 13 thousands, take 7 thousands, which gives me 6 thousands. And then 5 thousands take nothing, which of course is, 5 tens of thousands take nothing, which is 5 tens of thousands. At this age, we should be expecting them to use the comma in their number. So working from the right back to the left, every third digit. So 1, 2, 3, place the comma. Everything then before this first comma we can call the thousands, so 56,000, and then of course 778. I'm just going to show you one that often causes misconceptions, just in case it pops up at home, so you know what might be coming up. Often if we have something like this, so if we have a 403, and let's go for something like, I don't know, it could be anything, 987. Let's just quickly line that up. Thousands, hundreds, tens and ones. So we have 4,003, 987. So in this example, these zeros used as placeholders can sometimes cause some confusion. They're used as placeholders so that the number doesn't look like 43. They're in the middle to hold that place of the 4 over there in the thousands column and hold the place of the 3 over here in the ones column. When we come to subtract though, the children sometimes get confused. So they'll say 3 ones take away 7 ones. Cannot be done. So we need to go over to our tens column to exchange. There's nothing there. So instead I'm going to go and look to my hundreds column to exchange. There's nothing there. So now I need to move over to my thousands column. I have 4 thousands, so I can take one of those thousands, leaving me 3 in the thousands column. What the children are then likely to do is bring that 1,000 and place it over here. Of course, not mathematically correct, because one of those thousands that you've taken, that you're exchanging, is not equivalent to the 10 ones that you've recorded it as over here. So it is important that they work their way back across the columns. So we've taken 1,000 from the thousands column and we're exchanging it for 10 hundreds, because 10 hundreds are equivalent to 1,000. We are then taking one of the hundreds, so there's only 9 left now, and exchanging 100 for 10 tens. 10 tens is equivalent to 100. We're then taking one of the tens, so there's only 9 left now, and exchanging a 10 for 10 ones. 10 ones is equivalent to the 110. Now I can do 13 ones take 7 ones is 6 ones. 9 take 8. 9 tens take 8 tens is 7 tens. 9 hundreds take 9 hundreds is 0, and important that they do record the 0 as a placeholder, not just leave it blank. Sometimes that's a misconception as well. And 3 thousands take no thousands. Of course, it's still 3,000. So 3,076.